Alright guys, so I got some bad news for Dragon Ball Legends, but some of this could be turned into some positive news as well. Now, I'll be explaining what I mean by that in just one bit, but guys, look, I did a February roadmap like I always do on every single first of the month, and by the way, happy February 1st. But really quick, I did a February roadmap. Everything is subject to change, obviously, but it's looking quite scary enough for me to make a video on this, okay? So we just got Ultra Hits, which was 1 month away from another summonable Ultra Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, which was away from the Legends Festival back-to-back banners, right? Which was right before Beast Gohan, or right after Beast Gohan came out. So it's looking very overwhelming. And by the way, we just got an LF 2 weeks ago, right? Which is LF 17, which is quite good. And it looks like in 2 more weeks, we're going to get another LF. Now, this is extremely bad news, but this could definitely be turned into some positive news as well. So the positive news is that, yes, these characters are coming out. Yes, it's more content, but if they don't capitalize and pivot on crystals for the free-to-play players to keep up somewhat with all these banners coming out, it's going to be quite troublesome for the game. Now, there is a solution for this. Okay, first of all, if you guys like this video, if you guys subscribe and all that stuff, and if you guys comment, this video could be pushed out and the producers could watch it. So this would be ideal for you guys to like and subscribe and all that stuff. Not only because it supports the channel itself, but it could honestly support the game's longevity, right? Look, we're gonna go over the roadmap here, February, because today's February 1st, but there is one thing they definitely need to do, or actually 3 things they definitely need to do. Number 1, before we even get to the roadmap, number 1, this mode, if this mode had a face, I would punch it straight square in the jaw. I mean, honestly, full power battle is by far the most useless, and as well as, I'll start by saying this mode actually has potential. I actually like playing the mode. I don't mind playing the mode at all. I find it quite fun in a way, as opposed to co-op, right? I feel like it's not the funnest mode, don't get me wrong, but as opposed to Tournament of Power, which to me is boring, as opposed to co-op, which is boring, Full Power Battle is actually quite, a breath of fresh air kind of. But I will say, all we get is free-to-play units Z Power for this, okay? And we get a few erasers. I think it's like 30 to 50, give or take, which is nothing, which is 1 guaranteed roll on a equipment slot, which is very little. Okay, the free-to-play Z-Power we can grab already from co-op itself, right? So we should be seeing a brand new full power battle in just like about a week or so, right? Which is, let's wait for that, right? This mode needs 500 crystals per stage. I don't care if anybody says, or even 1,000 even 1,000 in total, right? Maybe like 200 for normal, and then hard mode 300, and then 500 for screen mode. This needs to be not once. I don't want this to be. I need this to be implemented, and I need you guys to like the video so this goes out. This message goes out, right? Another thing, we just got this free to play, Kefla, and we can only grab 100 crystals off of this. 100 crystals, guys. It's pathetic. This should be also 1,000 crystals. Also, yes, I'm not even. These events used to give out this amount, right? Zenkai Rush used to give out 1,000 crystals, right? As well as these free-to-play events. Before free-to-play characters used to be a thing in these types of rotations. Free-to-play, not free-to-play. These events right here used to be from the original series or from the original sagas or whatever it used to be called, but these events used to give out at least 500 to 1,000, 500 to 1,000 crystals, give or take. All these events need to get implemented back. Now, I will say they did a fantastic job at bringing back Raging Battle for 2 reasons. Number 1, it dishes out crystals, which is phenomenal. 1,000 crystals to be precise, which is great. I applaud Dragon Ball Legends for that. Number 2, this is not even time gated, so we can farm them right away. That's another huge dub right there. Absolutely needed for us to grab crystals, because if this is time gated for like 2 weeks, then that just sucks, right? Nobody wants that. Everybody wants the characters today, the ultra hit today, right? The ultras or whatever banner comes out today, because the banner will be leaving in just about, like, let's just say 5 to 10 days. So it'll be useless for this to come out and for us not to farm our crystals right away. Now, these are the main things that needs to be changed with Dragon Ball Legends. We can farm around, let's just say this week, and this is picking up all the crumbs with the time gated stuff, with ranking top 1,000 or 10,000 in PvP, right? It's 5,000 crystals we can grab, and I made a video on this if you guys want to go check that out. It's the video before this one, I believe, or the video before this one. You guys will see the title, crystals buff or something like that. But in terms of the February roadmap, guys, let's break this down fairly quickly. Now we are here, February 1st. We got our free-to-play Kefla, which is usually what happens every first of the month. If you guys did not know, we get a free-to-play unit, give or take, in the beginning of the month. Now, next week, we will be getting a Zenkai plus a Raid. Raids are great. I love Raids. Raids should be... if they keep this rotation, Raids, right, which is 1,300 crystals, Raging Battle, non-time gated, also 1,000 crystals. Number 3 is the free-to-play. If they bring out more original series events with another 3,000 crystals, and maybe they could even start dishing out 500 crystals off of the Zenkai Rush, they need to be implementing or pushing out more crystals if they're going to keep up with all these banners, guys. They really need to, and it would be perfect. I think it wouldn't even cost the game anything. If anything, it would bring more players back into the game, and the extra 2,000 crystals a week that I'm suggesting is 2 multis, which is... more likely than not, you're not going to pull what you want. So it's not really going to affect the game. If you guys are watching Dragon Ball Legends, please consider all these changes. Okay. So the Raid and Zenkai, which is going to be Zenkai Green Kefla next week, which by the way, they dropped the ball with that one because her normal Z ability buffs Fusion Warrior and Girls, and her Zenkai ability buffs a Universe Rep. So absolute or Universe Rep or Rival Universe, doesn't matter. It's absolutely unacceptable. You have to match the Z ability alongside the Zenkai ability for it to make full sense for A teams to, you know, get the full benefits of the character itself. So yes, there's that. Now the LF should be coming out either in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I will say this, it will not 100% be coming out on the 15th. It's a 50-50. It could definitely come out on the 22nd. What I could see actually happening instead of this right here is on the 15th a bait banner, which is a returning ultra banner. And by the way, ultra banners comes out left and right at least once a week, right? So I mean once a month. That's not on the rotation of the new ones, right? So that's another reason why they should also be dishing out more crystals. But right here we could see a ultra banner returning, and then on the 22nd of February we could see the LF coming out alongside a brand new Zenkai again. And then here on the 1st, which, you know, this month is a little bit short, it ends on the 28th, we could see an all-star banner, guys, and another free-to-play unit on the 1st of March. And then on the 4th and 5th of March right here, which I added on the corner just for a cherry on top, we will be getting Battle Hour, which, by the way, I'm very excited for. And I'm surprised they announced Ultra Hits this early. I thought that would be ideal for Battle Hour. So I'm very surprised. 4th and 5th is very surprising to see what will come out for that date in terms of them showing something off, because they have to show off an LF or an Ultra because all the eyeballs are on Dragon Ball Legends. So you have to show off something cool for you to get more units on board. But they will be having the Las Vegas tournament, which is a good thing. Very excited for that. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. Comment down below, like, subscribe, and all that stuff to push out this video out to more people, so the Dragon Ball Legends dev team could start seeing these videos and making the necessary changes that are needed. So with that being said, hopefully you guys have a great month of February, and I'll definitely catch you guys once again later on tonight for a YouTube Shorts, and as well as for a second upload. Catch you guys then. Have a good one. Peace.